upper and lower body. That's what we're doing today. We're doing it all, everything. I'm going to give you a good pre-workout sequence to do. A lot of you guys have been asking me, hey, what do I do before this? What do I do before that? And I'm going to give you 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things. Sorry if I'm a little out of breath. Yeah, typical Thursday morning, you know, you annihilate yourself in some kind of crazy workout. It's always fun. I'm going to give you 5 things that I do that I think are super important, that are kind of globally going to cover a lot of mobility issues when you're going to go work out, when you're going to do a CrossFit workout, lifting workout, doesn't matter. Just stuff that's going to help really, really loosen up all those sticky bits and funky things. Because remember, so the hips need to move right, the shoulders need to move right, and then the extremities need to move right, because, well, we could get into the core too, but we're going to hit that as well. So we got it all covered. But that core is the primary horsepower transfer area. So let me put this up just so you can understand what I'm talking about. So if I'm going to generate power in my shoulders, I still have to be able, there we go. If I'm going to generate power in my shoulders, I still have to be able to transfer that power into a stable base. And the way I do that, stable beast, right? I think I'm an unstable beast. You need to use your core to do that. Your midline needs to be super solid, super tight, and able to resist flexion, extension, and rotation. So all those things come into play. That's another video, though, about stabilizing the core. I've thrown some stuff at you. It's probably one of the most important things you can do. But same thing with the hips. In order for me to take the hips and transfer horsepower from the hips to the upper body, whether I'm kipping on a bar, whether I'm throwing up a snatch, whether I'm doing a clean, it doesn't really matter. Anytime I'm transferring power throughout the body, which is, I'll give you a hint. Yeah, all the time, that's right. Every time, what happens is you need to be able to unload the shoulders, the hips, and the midline, and load the shoulders, the hips, and the midline, all nice and smooth without all these sticky ratcheting actions. So what happens is the hips get all glued up, the shoulders, you get this overhead position that's about here. So I'm gonna show you the easiest stuff on earth to do to unload all of it before you work out. Try it, blow your mind, I promise you this. So we'll call this, I don't know, call it the ultimate 5, the fantastic 5, the funky 5. I almost dropped an F-bomb there, but you get what I'm saying. So number 1 is, we're gonna go like this, sporting my CSA Army, right? It's CSA, Kieran Fitzgibbons, super stud, owns a ripping gym, probably one of my closest friends. Guy knows his shiz. So what you're gonna do is, I want you up against the wall. So if you look, I'm about 6 inches away from the wall. I'll drop down like this. I'm about 6 inches away from the wall. Look like I'm trying to take a poop right now, but that's not what I'm trying to do. So you're gonna keep toes forward. All you're gonna do is you're gonna drop into the bottom of a squat. I want the wall to support you. Good, and right now I hear this beeping of this timer that keeps going off. First time I thought somebody left a bomb in here. So what I'm doing is I'm using the wall as support. My feet are toes forward. My friend Denise, toes forward. You know, follow her, she's pretty legit. Toes forward, get your elbows between your knees, nice and tall, squat like a gorilla. You're not gonna load up your low back. Normally I would have you do this squat free, but before a workout, I don't want you to do that. Use the back for support, don't load up any tissue. This is just strictly for mobility. So get your elbows between your knees, sink down as far as you can, hang out like this, 5 minutes. That's number 1. Number 2, if you see, I've got an ab mat right here. You're just gonna drop into the fancy schmancy couch stretch. This is gonna unload the psoas, the iliacus, and that rectus femoris. So that psoas comes off the L2 to L5, and the problem is well, it's not a problem. The reason we wanna unload it is because that braces the spine on pretty much all of our movements. So you want that to be able to brace properly without being all sticky and gooey. So kick the foot up as high as you can. Now, if I can't do this, it's because I trashed my legs in the workout just before this, but that's all right. All the way up. I want you to tuck your foot in behind your butt. This is so easy. Now remember, not a couch stretch. No. Couch stretch. Squeeze your butt, suck yourself into the wall, and just hang out here. Use this to push yourself away, and then just hang out here for how long? This one's 2 minutes, not 5. Just the squat's 5 minutes. 2 minutes in this one. That's number 2. Oh, this gets funky. This gets so funky. Number 3 is, normally, oh, I got my box, it's right over here. We're gonna do high hip. So high hip is a little different because normally I would have somebody throw down in that pigeon, but this isn't gonna be the pigeon. We're just gonna do the high hip. So you can see, all right, can you see me all right? There we go, you can see me. You're gonna take your foot, what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna come really far away. So this isn't one of those where, like yesterday, I had you taking this, flattening it out on a really high box. You're not doing that today. All you're gonna do is I want you to hit that high hip and unload it so you can get that external and internal rotation, because what the high hip does is it primarily kind of locks you in that internal rotation, and it's really hard to open up the knees on a squat, which is pretty much everything we do. It's a function of life, right? It's foundation movement. All you're gonna do is you're gonna sit at about 30 to 40 degrees with the knee, foot folded over to one side, and then all you're gonna do is you're gonna pull yourself in, hang out here. 2 minutes, baby. All right, that's lower body. I know all of you guys are probably going, well, what about this? Trust me, that's legit. Oh, I'm gonna give you 2 more. This one's easy, you're gonna love this one. I'm looking for my box just because I don't feel like, the floor is really far when you do an awful workout. So I can navigate the box between the bar and the rig. I did it, pulled it off. That's the box I'm dragging around, in case you're wondering. This one's super, super easy. This is probably one of the best things you could ever do. If you're having a hard time with this, by the way, get support. So right now my feet are on the ground. I can't hover, I haven't figured that out, I'm not Chris Angel. So you're just gonna, I'm cooler than Chris Angel. I don't have enough tattoos though, or enough rings, and I don't sound like a rock star. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna hang onto the bar, pronated grip, okay? My boys over at SmashweRx, by the way, if you're not following their coaching program, give them a follow. Those guys know what they're talking about. They are a bunch of smart dudes. Good, tell Sean I said hi. Good, you're gonna go all the way like this. I'm just letting myself dangle. How long do I hang here? 2 minutes. I don't want you hollowed out, nothing. Just open up the shoulders. When you're done, just push away from the floor. Call it a day. That's number 4. Almost lost count. Number 5, we're gonna grab a bench. You know what we're gonna wind up doing? We're gonna wind up doing 6 of these. Because I want you to be able to open up your torso. So we're gonna call this the Super 6 or the Super 5.5, whatever you want to call it. 5.5, that's pretty good. You're gonna do the Glassman prayer. All you're gonna do is you're gonna find a bench. Let's move this just like this. There we go, so you can actually see what the shiz I'm doing. Hey, the camera didn't fall, I'm impressed. Boom, grab the band. Hands all the way through. Wind them up like Charlie's Angels. You can even make the gun, look at that, little kid's gun finger. That's how you have to do it. And then all you're gonna do is you're just gonna shove yourself down like this, push your head all the way through, hang out like this for how long? 2 minutes. This is really, really diabolical. When you come out of this, come out really slow. That's number 5. Now, long head of the bicep tends to get really beat up because I would probably say about 80% of us early pull on cleans, snatches, everything else we do. So we're gonna unload it. We're gonna unload it super fast. Super easy. And I promise you, do these 6. Do this. So you're gonna take the band. You're gonna wind it up like this. Take the band up behind you. You can flick it up over your shoulder if you wanna be super fancy. I don't today, but I'll do it tomorrow. Good. All I'm doing is, so if you look, I got the band behind me. I'm gonna pull it up as high as I can, palm open. So I'm not doing like a functional motion test or anything. So, band up behind me, load it up on the wrist. I'm just gonna hang out like a super tall chest. We have a tendency to do this because it feels better, it doesn't hurt. When you puff up your chest and hold your head out, it friggin' hurts. So, arms behind me, mobility band is holding me up like this. I hang out here for how long? You got it, 2 minutes. When you're done, just let go. It's just that easy. Beat yourself in the head like I just did by accident. And that's it. That's the Super 6 mobility. I don't know what else to call it. Studly 6, Significant 6, Smashing 6, SmashweRx 6. There we go. SmashweRx 6. That's what you got to do. Upper and lower body mobility drills. Get you ready for any workout out there. I'm Trav, SmashweRx. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day.